Prince William and wife Catherine stepped out on a joint engagement to mark World Mental Health Day today. They visited us up here in Birmingham, some 25 miles away from where I live, and I can say that they left the city very, very inspired. Now, Catherine wearing that yellow blazer was the icing on the cake. What better color to wear on World Mental Health Day than yellow itself? Anyway, the two royal sweethearts were hosted on a radio program, BBC Radio 1. I think the theme for that program was exploring our emotional worlds, and this program really engages the youth to talk about the problems they face in their communities and how they go about managing their emotions, all of which is based around their mental health. So it was great to see how William and Catherine engaged these young people, listened to them. They were very proud of them, and as well as that, William and Catherine also got to share their own experiences with these young future generations. So everyone, young and old, were left really, really inspired by William and Catherine's visit. And to top it all, Catherine delivered what was called the perfect speech on the day. I think we have a few lines for Catherine's speech here. And she started off by saying, "Good afternoon, everyone. William and I are absolutely delighted to be with you in Birmingham on World Mental Health Day for our Royal Foundation Youth Forum." Again, making those special introductions, including her husband, Prince William. They always travel as a team, and Catherine always highlights this in her speeches. Anyway, she went on to say that mental health is something we both care deeply about. She talked about their heads together, the program they launched back in 2016, to help people with mental health and create more awareness, raise more funding to make sure that our general mental health was well looked after. So after talking about her Heads Together campaign, she went on to tell these young ones that William and herself continue to be inspired to see these young people like the ones she was talking to today, leading this charge or this mental health campaign, and being particularly brave in having some of those conversations themselves. And as a generation, they value and talk more about their mental health than anyone before them, something which truly inspired William and Catherine. Now, looking at this speech here, it tells us that again, Catherine and husband, Prince William, were making this whole event all about the youth. You can see that Catherine, in her very own words here in the speech, was empowering the youth, was highlighting how the youth have done a lot of work to improve their own mental health and general well-being. She said less about William and Catherine coming into these conversations today because she knew that William and Catherine stepping out today on this mission was all about the young ones, their mental health. How can they come up with more solutions that we are going to be more empowering? And how can, again, the young ones continue to create their own awarenesses? So you can see from this speech that it was a very, very well written speech, very well researched, and indeed empowered the young ones that they were talking about today. Something we rarely see in other people's speeches. So it was great to see William and Catherine step out today. Have you caught up on this visit by Catherine and William up in Birmingham? Tell us how you found it. I would like to hear about your thoughts in the comments section below. But this also comes after Meghan and Harry have also stepped out in New York. Today we are told that they were escorted by 7 cars, again showing their presence in New York as they always want to do. And they did something similar. Apparently they visited a school and had those mini chats with young ones in the school and so forth. But before that, we heard that Meghan Markle appeared in a video advert for an organization. Let me pull up that organization. It is somewhere here. Okay, so that video was for the Fisher House Foundation, which is a long-term supporter and premier partner of Prince Harry's Invictus Games. Okay, and in that video, Meghan Markle was highlighting the inspirational work of that organization in providing housing for military families. Now, there wasn't nothing wrong in Meghan, of course, appearing in that video advert and voicing that over, but concerns arose when people started again pointing out that there was no sight of Prince Harry in this whole video. Okay, so the narrating was done by Meghan Markle. The images were just Meghan Markle talking to these families, which is leading many to say that, again, Meghan Markle hijacked Prince Harry's campaign, if you'd like to call it. She took it all over. It is as though Meghan Markle is taking over Prince Harry's projects. There was no sight of Prince Harry. Apparently, it was Meghan Markle plastered all over it. What are your thoughts again here, guys? Meghan Markle stealing her husband's show in this video advert. And I've heard others say that, you know, this was a go back to square one for Meghan Markle appearing in this video advert, in this voicing over, that Meghan now has starting from zero, learning how to be liked by people, because her reputation, as we know, is near enough nowhere to that of someone who should be celebrated by very, very many people, especially after all those projects of hers that we very much know about, together with husband Prince Harry. So we are told that she has gone back to square one in these projects that we see her taking part in. She is trying to clean her image by starting afresh, appearing in these video links, visiting families, appearing to be more involved in these charity activities, all in the name of building her image afresh, to be seen in the eyes of others as someone who has now learned her lessons. And as we know, she created her Instagram link, that at Instagram handle, and keeping very many people guessing what sort of content she's going to come up with. And it appears as though she's now trying out different things to see what will work well with people. So all these projects we are seeing Meghan Markle take part in are apparently projects that she is trying out to see which one sells her more out with the public, so that she can focus on doing that even more. Tell me what you think about that video advert in which Meghan Markle appeared. Do you think she again tried to steal her husband's show and appear as if this is all her project? I mean, it's very surprising for Prince Harry not to be featured, at least in terms of images, somewhere in that video advert or in that voiceover video. Stay subscribed here at Francis Page Media, And of course, I am very looking forward to reading those thoughts you will drop in the comments section below. Have a great evening, day, night, wherever you are in the world today, my dear friends.